Hello everyone, this is ICBs here, and today we are going to be talking about Kang the Conqueror, and more specifically, where the hell is he in Marvel Cinematic Universe? Now, with the whole controversy with Jonathan Majors, Marvel obviously distanced themselves from the actor, but I think it's going to be much more difficult for Marvel to distance themselves from the character of Kang the Conqueror. Now, recently I had already heard some news about Marvel wanting to distance themselves from the multiverse saga, but I think it's going to be somewhat difficult because the way they were building up Kang as the big bad guy of the whole universe, I think it's just going to be slightly difficult for Marvel. And I was reading this article by Screen Rant where Russo brothers talk about the intense pressure that they are facing from Marvel to end the multiverse saga. Now, when I read the title for this article, I was immediately thinking about what's going to happen to Kang because it talks about ending the multiverse saga. Now, this article doesn't go into how they're going to be tackling the character of Kang. All they talk about is that they are going to be, and by they I mean Russo brothers are going to be resolving all of the loose ends in Marvel in their upcoming Avengers Doomsday or Avengers Secret Wars movies. And speaking of loose ends, there are a lot of loose ends in Marvel right now. So it is a giant, like a really big task for these two guys. So I'm not sure how they're going to be handling it, but they said that it was a really difficult task, but they are going to, face it. And they said that they have a good story in their mind. They said that the intense pressure from Marvel is definitely too much, but they are at the end of the day focusing on a story that they would be happy to tell. Now, they did said that it's going to be a surprise for the fans because it is going to be a surprise for the fans. Now, these are Russo brothers that we are talking about, which makes me mildly interested in this whole set of movies. They are Russo brothers. They have directed one of the best movies in Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, and the only reason why I'm saying mild is because I don't want to overexcite myself, as I have been many times with Marvel before, only to be burnt later on. Significantly, it was Secret Invasion that really burnt me because I was actually genuinely looking forward to that show, and that was just a huge disappointment. But coming back to this thing again, this article just doesn't explain where Kang is going to go. I think the only thing that I can imagine is that Kang might show up in these movies and then he gets defeated by Doctor Doom, and Doctor Doom ends up becoming the main big bad guy of Marvel for a while. And I can't really confirm it for you guys, but I was actually watching this reel on Instagram recently, and they released some of really juicy concept art for Avengers Doomsday. So I can't really confirm if it's true or not, but there was some really trippy stuff happening in this upcoming movie where you have a village where there are Hulk people, just like there's like Asgardian people. There are Hulk people, a village of Hulk people, and then you can also see Scar in that concept art, and he actually looks cool, and he definitely looks like he lost that really terrible hairline. But yeah, like all of those concept arts were really interesting, and I'm definitely looking forward to these movies. But yeah, Kang is definitely one of those things that I am worried. At the same time, I am actually excited for Robert Downey Jr.'s Doomsday. Doomsday? Did I say Doomsday? Doctor Doom. Yeah, that's it. Now, I've already shared my thoughts. I think Doctor Doom should have been played by a different actor. I think that Robert Downey Jr. was great as Iron Man, and yeah, maybe if it's a different universe and it's a different universe's Tony Stark that ended up becoming Doctor Doom, that would be an interesting plot to follow. But as of now, there is no update on Kang the Conqueror's character. Honestly, I never liked Kang as a character ever before in any depiction ever, but he is definitely built up to be that huge threat, and I don't think that Marvel can move away from that. So I think it's definitely going to be somewhat difficult for Marvel, but Really, no idea, but that's my theory on how things are going to play out. I think that the Kang is somehow going to get defeated, and then Doctor Doom is going to come around, and there's going to be a whole multiversal war, and then Avengers will finally defeat Doctor Doom, and then they would end up also destroying all of the universes, and then they would end up with a single universe by the end of it. And it is the kind of things that you see in the comics happening all the time. So I wouldn't be surprised if they actually end up going to this route. So yeah, that's my theory. Let me know what your theories are in the comments down below, and as always, it's time for a goodbye.